Another close one tonight. Guys are doing a good job making plays till the very end, whether to get us back in the game, to keep us in the game, try and give us a lead. They just made one more play than we did. We didn't get a couple loose balls. We had a couple turnovers, missed a couple free throws that hurt. But they made the shots. It's hard to play against them when they have so many shooters out there on the court. And you make one little mistake on defense, and it might be 3 points. And some teams obviously don't have that many shooters. They lead the nation in three-point field goal percentage for a reason. And I thought we did a pretty good job of covering them. Obviously they got some open looks, and the guy came off the bench and was 3 for 3 from three. Birchfield started the game, I think 4 for 4 from three, and he missed a few. They had some guys miss some open looks that normally make them, so that helped us out. But just proud of the guys' effort. We out-rebound them. If you tell us they're going to shoot 55% in the game before the game starts, I would say we don't have much of a chance to win. But in the end, we did. With a minute to go, a little over a minute to go, we're down one. We had the ball and didn't convert, and then got a steal and didn't keep it, and had to start fouling. And their great free throw shooter missed one to give us a chance in the end, and he got a pretty good look. Tally slipped a little bit, but he was 5 for 10 in the game going into that, so we wanted to get Tally the shot, and we got it, and it just didn't go in. So,
questions?
Coach, every game in this three-game home stretch has been virtually down to the wire. What do you tell your team to get them in the right frame of mind to keep them focused?
I think it gives us some comfort that we've been there before. It's not the first close game, and I think they're just sort of getting used to it and realizing that we're going to have to make the plays at the end. It puts a lot of pressure on you, but that's just the circumstances that we're in. We got down 9. We're down 9 at half, and had to play a lot of zone. That got them out of rhythm. I think they missed some of their threes and open looks because they're shooting in different spots. When they're in their man-to-man and they get it running and cutting back door, they're used to doing that, and they feel really comfortable doing that. And our zone was effective at times, and they figured it out, and they got a couple twos, which are better than threes. It saves us 1 point, but obviously don't want them to score at all when we're trying to make a comeback. But we came back all the way, and we had opportunities, and we just didn't capitalize on those.
The three-point defense, early they got some shots, and then I think they were like 5 of 10 to start, and then you had 7 straight misses there. What were you guys doing in that segment, and then what did they do to kind of
we mixed up a little bit. We picked up and tried to play some zone in the first half, and we got some stops. And once they miss a few, they might start thinking about it, or they were subbing in quite a bit, and they had guys in foul trouble, so they couldn't run their normal stuff. Also, I don't think it's anything necessarily we did differently. They just the percentages sort of even out at times, it wasn't enough in the end. We didn't get enough stops to get over the hump, but we did get enough stops to give us a chance. We just didn't make the plays at the end on the offensive end.
What is it about this stretch of games recently that have been 1-2 possession decided in the last minute? Can you sense something just different in them now as compared to where things were when non-conference play wrapped up?
Oh yeah, I think they're definitely more confident. I know we scored 50 points in the second half, but it still didn't feel like we're in an offensive rhythm like I want. Obviously, we didn't play as well defensively as I had anticipated, but we were still in the game, I think, because they believe that we're going to have a chance if they just keep playing hard. They're making some mistakes, but that's every team makes some mistakes. Against them, like I just said, if you make a mistake, it might be 3 points. You don't get every single rebound. They get a couple offensive rebounds. That could be 3 points. But I do think they're gaining confidence from being in these games. Obviously you gain more confidence from making the plays to win the game, but I don't think we're going to be in a situation where we feel like we haven't been there before. And, keep giving them credit. And obviously William and Mary, they came in here, they had a tough road. They played at Towson, had to go home, and then came down here and still had a lot of legs. Those guys played a lot of minutes the other night, and they're obviously in great shape, and they came down here and got the win.
What did you do to Nathan Knight tonight defensively to limit him, because he's having such a good season so far?
He got in foul trouble early, and that might have messed them a little bit, but he doesn't post real low. He sort of catches it off the block, and we were trying to dig down and get back to the shooter, dig down and get back to the shooter, as opposed to just letting him play one-on-one and dictate where he's going to go. We tried to dictate a little bit what he did, and I think that helped. But I do think the foul trouble got to him a little bit.
3-game homestand turns into a 3-game road trip. Does the message change at all? What kind of changes there?
No, I mean, I told him, hey, we got 2 out of 3 at home. We wanted to get 3 out of 3. Now we got to go on the road and get the first one. You can't get the second one unless you get the first one. And to be honest with you, I don't even know who we play first. But I know we got a road trip ahead, and we'll get prepared for them this week. It's easier to get prepared when you have 3 or 4 days before your next game. And the last 2 times we've been on the road have been good games. We came back against Charleston, we played one half, and then we won at Elon. So they remember those games, and they remember what it takes in crunch time and on the road to keep competing. And I think we'll see that when we go on the road.
Jake got off to a slow start tonight. Marcus kind of stepped up offensively, which is not normally his thing. He had a nice first half.
Yeah. Devontae missed a few that he normally makes. And even in the second half, he missed a few that he normally makes. That, like I always say, that's basketball. You make some, you miss some. But what a great hustle play he had at half court. He dove for that ball, got us the extra possession, and obviously I think we were losing at the time. We were losing the whole second half. I don't think we ever took the lead, but that was huge because the long rebound or whatever it was, maybe we're down 4 and he gets an extra possession. I think we might have scored. Tally might have gone in and got fouled or something. So he doesn't let misses his offense affect him with his hustle and rebounding. I think he thinks he gets beat up and banged up, but everybody does throughout the course of the game. He's got to let that go at times, and I tell him we can't lock arms with people and those kind of things. It's easier said than done, and everybody's trying to do the same thing.
Kind of stay on the banging up arm. Tally's just, that hand is kind of, but he still goes. You keep feeding him.
Yeah, he's a competitor. It doesn't feel great. It hurts to follow through all the way. Obviously, when he catches passes, it hurts and it messes with his ball handling a little bit. But he's just a competitor, and he had a great game. Obviously, offensively, I think it affected some of his passing and what he can normally do with the ball, making plays. But I had to have him out on the court, and he was getting tired, and so he came out a couple times. But he did a really good job for us.